Universe loading. May 7, 2020, Florida, USA. Professional golfer Jimmy Walker was doing what he usually does, playing golf and spending time with friends. On this particular day, he was out on the course with one of his friends, enjoying the weather and the game. Little did they know that their normal day was about to take a completely extraordinary turn. While during their outing, they captured a video of something truly strange. But the actual strangest part is, neither of them could even remember filming this video. The footage only came to light about a week and a half later. Jimmy was scrolling through his phone when suddenly he stumbled upon a video he didn't even recognize recording it. In it, he and his friend can be heard talking, but their voices sound odd, almost like they're in a daze. Take a look. The video shows something that's hard to describe. It looks like a strange object circling around itself, emitting waves of energy. These waves seem to circle around rhythmically, and I don't know about you guys, but it sure does look damn creepy. The golfers' voices in the background sound confused and a bit disoriented. Almost as if they're affected by whatever energy the strange object is giving off. Also, if you keep looking at the footage for some time, it kinda gives you a hypnotic effect. But what makes this sighting so puzzling is that neither Jimmy nor his friend can recall the moment they filmed it. It's as if the experience was wiped from their memories, leaving only this mysterious video as evidence. What adds even more credibility to this encounter is Jimmy Walker's status as a professional golfer on the PGA Tour. He's not someone known for chasing UFOs or believing in conspiracies. He's just a regular guy who happened to capture something he can't explain. The fact that a well-known sports figure shared this experience makes people take notice. Jimmy has no reason to make up such a story or fake a video. He's not trying to get attention or start a UFO craze. He's simply sharing something that left him confused and intrigued. Jimmy shared the video on his Instagram account, expressing his surprising encounter. Since posting the video, Jimmy has mentioned that he's thought about the incident many times. It's clear that whatever happened that day has stayed with him, even if he can't remember the actual moment of filming. This strange encounter caught on tape continues to puzzle not just Jimmy and his friend, but also many who have seen the video. He wrote about how he thought they had lost their damn minds when they first found the video. This is what he said. "I thought we had lost our damn minds. We videoed this, somehow we both don't remember it. But here we are, and 1.5 weeks later, this video pops up with numerous people telling us about it. Man, I don't know." Another video was posted online, and this video shows a similar sighting to what Jimmy witnessed, but only this time, it was over a McDonald's restaurant. Now, this wasn't caught by Jimmy, but he posted this video along with his own to verify that whatever he captured also took place somewhere else. The caption on this video led many to believe that our universe is currently loading. Now this concept comes from a theory called the simulation hypothesis, where it is believed that we are being controlled and living inside a simulation. But leaving that idea aside, did Jimmy Walker capture something absolutely astonishing that he has no memory of? Or was this entire sighting a very weird, elaborate hoax? Well, you decide. I'm eager to know your opinion. That's not a bird. On June 15, 2022, in an undisclosed location, a nature enthusiast was doing their usual nighttime bird watching. This person, who likes to stay anonymous, often uses thermal imaging equipment to observe nocturnal birds. They're very familiar with how birds and insects look through infrared cameras. On one particular day, however, something extremely unusual caught their eye. The sky watcher was scanning the area with their thermal camera when he spotted a mysterious object that didn't look like birds or anything that he was familiar with. For all he knew was that it wasn't a bird, and it definitely wasn't an insect. Take a look. The footage, captured in black-hot thermal imaging, shows a strange object moving across the sky. In this type of imaging, hot objects appear black against a lighter background. The object stands out clearly. Its movement is absolutely bizarre, unlike any normal aircraft or natural phenomenon. According to the individual, its heat signature and flight pattern don't match anything they've seen in their many nights of thermal bird watching. What makes this sighting particularly interesting is the skywatcher's background. They're not new to looking at the sky through thermal imaging. They know what birds look like, how insects appear, and can usually identify most things they see. But this object left him totally stumped. Many thought this object to be a drone. Now the skywatcher isn't ruling out the possibility that it was a drone, but he believes there are reasons to think otherwise. Because according to him, he didn't see any lights or obvious signs of a drone right away, it was completely invisible to him. Plus, it was 1 a.m., which would be an odd time for someone to fly drones over his house. Living in a small town in the countryside with very few people, it would be quite unusual. The footage is clear and detailed, thanks to the high-quality thermal imaging equipment. The person kept this video private for almost a year. He decided to share it on World UFO Day as a way to join in the growing conversation about unexplained aerial phenomena. He felt that with the recent push for disclosure and open discussions about UFOs, it was a good time to contribute their experience. In sharing their footage, loads of positive comments flooded. And then there are others who encountered similar sightings as well. So, did the skywatcher accidentally capture something far beyond our comprehension? Or was the unknown object something else entirely? As always, you decide. The blue entity. June 29, Ontario, Canada. It was a typical summer evening, and the sky was just beginning to darken. A man and his brother were outside, enjoying the peaceful atmosphere of their neighborhood. As they casually looked up at the sky, something bizarre caught their attention. Let's take a look.
What's on my camera? Why can't we see it? What is it?
You can see it.
What is that?
It's like an orb. It's an orb.
Why is it only following this thing? I don't get
Maybe
it.
it's a drone.
A mysterious bright blue orb seems to be hovering silently above the tree line. Immediately, the eyewitness realized that the object wasn't a plane, a star, or any other familiar celestial body. The blue light it emitted was intense and mesmerizing. Also, you can see a shaky second object, which actually happens to be some kind of visual distortion that only shows up on camera. However, the blue orb in the far distance is what they are actually pointing to. The brothers watched in wonder as the blue orb moved slowly across the sky. What's even more interesting is that it didn't make any sound and didn't leave any trail behind it. They also mentioned that the object's movements were smooth and controlled, unlike a balloon or a lantern drifting in the wind. As they continued filming, the mysterious blue orb gradually descended towards the tree line and finally disappeared. But since the video is cut short, there isn't enough evidence to figure out what exactly is this mysterious object? So I leave it up to you to come up with your own opinions on this one. The sound of a UFO. March 17, 1981, Oregon. St. Helens, the small mill town about 20 miles northwest of Portland, was quiet in the early hours of the morning. Sergeant Russell Yoakum of the St. Helens Police Department was on his usual patrol along Highway 30 west of the Columbia River. The air was misty and very cold. Things were going normal until around 4:00 a.m. Something quite unusual caught the attention of Sergeant Yoakum. A mysterious bright light, which appeared out of nowhere, seemed to be moving up the river, heading east towards Portland Airport, about 20 miles away. Normally, aircraft pass over this area on their way to the airport, but according to Sergeant Yoakum, this light, however, was different. It was incredibly bright, lighting up the river as if it were daytime. Yoakum knew right away that this wasn't a normal aircraft. He quickly radioed headquarters and drove to the county courthouse in St. Helens. The courthouse, located on the banks of the Columbia River, offered a clear view of the area. While transmission, the police tape records a peculiar, strange, creepy noise that seems to have been coming from that glowing UFO. The noise definitely sounds otherworldly. Here's the full audio transmission.
Hey, Lucky. So we got a tape recorder sitting there by a radio whenever you're ready. We'll keep her running. If it starts up again, just key up and we'll record a little bit of it. Just didn't want to think we all had a screw loose. Got water. All go to bed. Hey, TS, all it is now is just an orange glow. That's all I can see. The sun is coming up. Better not be. It's awful early. Awful early for the sun paper, Joe. I don't think the sun would just be in that one spot. I think it's moving out, you guys. Oh, we're watching. We moved up to a higher vantage point, so you tell us what it does. Well, listen. It's revving up its engines. Can you hear it? I hope. Because it's sure cold out here. Taping this, you guys. Yes, we are. Sounds like to me a power plant diesel motor and a screeching noise in between it there, or with it. Okay, we're listening. 4:29 a.m. Just for the record.
After the light dimmed, one officer noticed a soft humming sound. For the next 14 minutes, the officers, citizens, and Lucky 13 observed the light hovering. At 4:43 a.m., the light disappeared. One officer mentioned it made a strange whistling noise before going out. Other law enforcement officers soon joined Yoakum at the courthouse. Ricky Cade and Tom McCartney from the Oregon State Police arrived, along with a few curious citizens. They all wanted to see this strange light for themselves. While no official footage of the event exists, the multiple witnesses, including trained law enforcement officers, lend credibility to the sighting. Their descriptions of the light's behavior and its effect on the surrounding area paint a vivid picture of an unexplained phenomenon. The event lasted for some time, giving the observers plenty of opportunity to watch and discuss what they were seeing. But without any conclusive evidence, this mystery remains unsolved to this day. If you appreciate the hours of work and effort that goes into creating these videos, then you can show your support by buying me a coffee by clicking the link in the description below, and I'll be more than thankful to you guys for all time. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and watch my other videos as well, and also subscribe and turn on notifications to watch more UFO videos in the future.